In the world of backyard mechanics and Facebook Marketplace deals, two groups collide. The sellers dumping their broken dreams, and the reckless restorers who buy the rust and risk it all. These are their stories. Original D16Z6. So I recently wanted to get back into a 92 to 95 Civic Coupe, so I made this post on Marketplace saying I was searching for one. On April 24th, this dude hit me up and said, "Hey, I've got this. I'm in Greensboro. I have this. It just needs a muffler. Everything's good." Now, I had no idea that it was going to be this hard to find a nice, clean 92 95 Civic EJ1 coupe. But apparently it is, so I was willing to take the time to talk with this dude. In the time span of talking to this dude for 2 weeks, he changed the price about 30 times. All of that to then say I have to come to his house and meet him in the nighttime, and that the title's already notarized, even though he sent me a picture that shows that it wasn't. He was trying to assure me, of course, the car's not stolen, but I can't meet you at the bank because the bank is closed, but why can't you just meet me at my house with a stack of cash at night because I don't have a ride home for my baby mama? I told him I'd try to get up there, but then his baby mama said that she was going to bring him down here and that she was going to get it notarized, but then she took the title and then couldn't give it back to him because then he had to pay her gas money. And when we finally got to the agreement that he was going to come down here, and of course he changed it and said, "Yeah, my baby mama can't take me. I don't want to drive down there because I got tickets and I can't drive down there. I don't want to lose everything. And if I could come down there tomorrow, then I won't get paid till tomorrow." Then he raises the price and then lowers the price and tells me to send him a picture of me holding a stack of cash to prove that I'm serious because his baby mom is constipated or something. Then he says he doesn't have any gas in the car. Then I showed him the picture of the gas gauge that he sent me 2 days earlier that showed it had over a half a tank. That was 3 days ago. I work too, and it's my daily driver, even though he said he wasn't driving in the car because it didn't have plates and that he didn't want to get pulled over. Anyway, here's another one of my favorites. "And the fact that I work in the morning tomorrow till 4, so if you have the money in hand is a different thing, but not in the bank that you know is closed by the time I get off tomorrow. I really want you to have it. So, I see you're not interested in the car, and I can't believe that you are wasting my time." So what would a logical person do in this situation? Of course, I took the Amtrak train to Greensboro to go meet him.
So I just took the Amtrak train for the first time, and it was actually really comfortable. Ready to go and see this car for the first time. Let's see how it goes.
Brother,
How's it going?
All right.
Finally meet, huh?
Hey, the key.
Of course, I knew there were going to be problems once I got the car, and I found the guy whose name was on the title that handed it to this dude that didn't get it notarized. I was able to find him because the picture of the title had this kid's name on it, so I messaged him and messaged him. I sent him a picture of me in the car. He finally reached back out the same day I was up there, and we arranged to meet, and he was really helpful. We met there, and he was actually in the car that he traded the Civic for that dude screwed him over on the title with. He also let me know that guy only had the car for about 10 days.
Sounds good too.
It does sound good.
Big shout out to this dude because he did not have to meet me, and he gave me a bunch of information on everything he did to the car.
First mod, getting rid of this blink garbage. So luckily the visors were there. AutoZone sponsored me. Thanks for letting me borrow your screwdriver. And bye bye AutoZone. I'm leaving Greensboro now. Got visor 1, visor 2, and visor 3 all in. Way better than that wink mirror crap. So I'll keep y'all updated when I get back. Peace.
The next day.
Y'all been asking. Here she is. 95 Civic EJ1 Coupe EX. All the power options.
somewhat unmodified. It's got 190,000 miles, original D16 Z6, original body panels minus the hood as far as I can tell. It obviously has love taps right here, love tap right here, but other than that damage, the rest of the body is actually really good. I'm gonna remove these side stickers, which I hate. Paint's not the best here. Gonna remove the sticker residue and all the stickers. No disrespect. Interior, actually not so bad. It's got the Momo wheel, NRG quick release. I'm missing a few bits and bobs. This door panel, I'm looking for another one. The window goes up and down, but only up again sometimes when it wants to. So it might be a wiring issue. I've already told y'all the story of how I got this car, and I'm glad I was able to learn a couple of backstory items about it, just because it's always good to know the history of a car that you're tinkering with, so you know what you're up against. The blower motor makes a little noise. I already cleaned it out, so I may need to replace the motor. Clock is missing the flap, gotta get that. Just the minor things, but it runs and drives good. I've been working on getting the speedometer working correctly. I soldered the circuit board on the back, changed the vehicle speed sensor, and it still only is sometimes working, so I'm gonna have to dig into that, but I'm sure y'all will see that soon enough. This is what happens when you have too much VTEC. Oh, by the way, ooh, that's what I call luxury. Trying to find one of these today in at least decent condition is almost impossible, especially in North Carolina or South Carolina. I don't know what it is about this particular car, but I'll take it and I'm gonna have fun with it. I can still drive, and I drove it home 2 hours without a single hiccup. I'm excited to show y'all what I've got in store for this. I'm gonna be tinkering and fixing every little thing on it, so I hope y'all enjoy.